Signs and symptoms of depression. Depression is a disorder that has affected the lives of over 264 million people worldwide. The human body goes through a rumble of emotions every now and then. Sadness and grief are two emotions that we experience most often and the ones that leave a significant impact on our minds. But when these feelings do not seem to go away and you can see them taking a toll on your mental health, it can be termed as depression.
Like this video, smash the subscribe button, and hit the notification button, or else the giant spider will come from under your bed while you are sleeping. Let's move on to the next one. No illness does well when left untreated, and depression is no exception to this. The worst cases of depression can lead to suicide. It tends to drain your brain and energy in such a way that you do not wish to live another day. With psychological treatments available for depression, spotting out its signs and pushing the individual towards treatment is the best solution. Let's look at a few significant signs and symptoms of depression.
Number 1, fatigue. It is normal to get tired at the end of a productive day, but the problem arises when you do not have the energy or willingness to do the activities that once made you happy. You find it exhausting to undertake small tasks and take excessively longer durations to complete it. Your body feels heavy and you feel physically drained. If you think you have been feeling like this for a very long time, finding the cause of it is necessary.
Number 2, feeling pessimistic and low. While optimism and pessimism are ways of looking at situations, people with depression tend to be over-pessimistic about everything in life. Their dismay over situations makes them feel low about the various outcomes. Because they think everything will turn out negative, they tend to put themselves in a sad position. When this symptom is seen in addition with the others, it could be a serious case of depression.
Number 3, appetite changes. Now that we know that a depressed person tends to feel low most of the time, this results in a change of appetite and food habits. When someone is low, there could be two immediate reactions to food. They would either turn to an excess of food for comfort or completely stop eating due to their low mood. When these changes in food habits are not intentional, they could be a cause of depression.
Number 4, hopelessness and helplessness. Another symptom that comes along with feeling low is the emotion of hopelessness or helplessness. Because you tend to put your brain in a place that only expects adverse outcomes, you tend to feel hopeless about your current situation. And when you feel hopeless about the conditions around you, a depressed person will feel helpless. They tend not to seek out help because they are already pessimistic about the outcome.
Number 5, mood swings. While the feelings of being helpless could be a constant companion during disturbing situations, mood swings are also an additional problem. At one moment, you could be bursting out in anger, and the next moment you could be crying. You do not have a hand over these constant mood changes, and they make you feel even more powerless. Your tolerance level becomes exceptionally low, and everything makes you frustrated. You are getting irritated quickly, and every situation directly affects your brain. While mood swings can even occur without depression, the other symptoms help spot a depressed individual.
Number 6, sleeping problems. By now, we know that depression creates a stir of emotions in your brain. This causes sleeping issues like insomnia. Sleep and depression are interrelated. Depression causes problems with sleeping, which in turn can cause your depression to enhance over time. It is said that people with insomnia are 10 times more likely to get depression than those who do not possess the condition. However, in contrast, when a person sleeps too much, it could indicate that they are too tired to complete any activities. It is essential to point out any changes in the sleeping schedule to understand them and find a solution.
Number 7, anxiety. Depression and anxiety can often be seen as going hand in hand with each other. A depressed person would often experience panic attacks. Spurts of emotions of panic and dread can result in rapid breathing, which would make focusing on any other tasks difficult.
Number 8, being alone. All these emotions together make you wish that you would just stay home without meeting anyone. The urge to go out decreases, and you do not want to step out of the house or meet anyone. Your response to every situation of going out remains as, what's the point? Your thoughts do not let you enjoy the company of your friends, and you criticize everything around you.
Number 9, indulge in bad habits. People cope with their depressive feelings in different manners. Various people resort to drugs and alcohol abuse. Healthy distractions like discovering a new hobby and learning an instrument can be fruitful in fighting depression. However, when you resort to activities that result in self-harm, it creates a more massive impact on the depression that already exists.
Number 10. Suicidal thoughts. The last, but one of the deadliest symptoms of depression is suicidal thoughts. There are close to 8 lakhs of people who die from suicide every year, and most of the cases are due to depression. It can often be seen that such individuals would take self-harm steps before deciding to end their lives ultimately. Spotting out this symptom in the ones around you is of utmost importance.
We know it is impossible to know the everyday details of someone's life and what goes on in their heads. But when you observe that someone close to you is experiencing even a few symptoms of depression, it is crucial to get them to see a doctor.
In many cases, just venting out and having someone to talk to can get an individual out of depression. But in cases that the situation persists, getting help from a professional is exceptionally vital and necessary.